Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, the body Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, for the days, minutes, hours leading to the return of the one who the world calls Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yahushai. What I want to get into now is the Heavenly Father is putting his spirit upon Esau to show his horns more. And this is something that is very outright. So basically there's a situation where supposedly a little so-called black kid, actually was a Somali. Yeah, Sharmake Omar, and it's in Minnesota, so it was more than likely a Somali. Was stealing and being aggressive with the other child, the Edomite child, which Sharmake Omar Somalis, those are Hamites. Those are not Israelites for the most part. So yeah, basically that happened. And then they started having a dispute, and the dad or whatever was recording the woman, and she started dropping all types of N-bombs. Now, what they usually do is try to catch somebody in the act of being wild or being racist or whatever, and put it on the internet, and usually it goes viral, and the other person loses their job and gets a bunch of public shame and things like that. But this time, she raised up over $500,000. Over $500,000. This woman here raised up over $500,000, and it's a lot of Edomites, giving her support, saying, "We're proud of you," saying they respect her, saying, "To a 5-year-old child in Rostas." Yeah, saying we're proud of you, saying we respect you, saying this was needed, they deserve it, things of that nature, Suppose the other kid was autistic. Yeah, so the woman who was dropping the N-bombs, a lot of her information was leaked and things like that. But I mean, she's really going up off of this. I mean, she's making what people won't make in a lifetime in days just off of dropping N-bombs. And there are people who do great things in the world, so-called great things, help a lot of people, this, that, but they're not making that much money in days. But she drops N-bombs towards what they think is a so-called black person, and is going up like that. So this just goes to show that, hey, the Heavenly Father is sprinkling that spirit of racial tension a lot more. He's mingling that spirit in a lot more. And this is what in the heat of the Carmelo Anthony case. And there's going to be more, because remember, during the summer, that's when they have the big situations happen, and then the protests and things like that. So there's probably going to be another big one. Maybe they're holding off the full, which I don't know if the Carmelo Anthony situation. Remember with the dude who stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest at the track meet, after Austin Metcalf was trying to be a bully and put hands on people. After he was probably flirting with the girls in his school, in his tent, he was like hating. So yeah, maybe they're gonna drop their verdict this summer, and it's gonna be a bunch of civil unrest and things like that, and arguments. But the spirit of racial tension. I mean, and then also there's another video going viral with the Chinese woman dropping N-bombs, and this is also at the same time where I Show Speed went to China, and he was doing a bunch of cool stuff. And even then, when he was over there, they were being super racist to him. So yeah, it's a lot of racial tension in the air. The Heavenly Father is sprinkling that spirit all around the world right now. Tribalism, racism, all of that. And you different brothers out there, you are not to be involved in any type of race wars, anything like that, as these things kick off, because it's going to get more heated in these last days. And that's biblical prophecy. That's not me, you hope this happens, or no, it's biblical prophecy. It's prophesied in the Bible that you guys claim that you believe in, that these things are going to happen. Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so you're going to see more earthquakes in diverse places. You're going to see more pestilences. All these different prophecies are going to be hitting off at the same time. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? So it's just the beginning. So yes, the missiles haven't been shot off yet, but these are just the beginning of those things happening. And the thing is, these people, they're like, oh, this is that, but really it goes back to the scriptures. Two nations are in thy womb, two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, pertaining to Esau and Jacob. And again, that wasn't that Shamaican and that child, that wasn't an Israelite, more than likely, but still, the intent behind it. Genesis 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right? So it's in the spirit of these different Edomites to have that anger still and have that vengeance still. And it's documented what they did back then and what they will do and are doing now to the Israelites. And again, this is going to get more and more heated. There's going to be more and more situations to where people are going to be like, all right, F this, and they're going to get involved. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, like we say, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We're newscasters. The different brothers you see, we're newscasters. That's why it's wild how they try to paint brothers out, but we're actually the most peaceful out of everybody. Because we see these things, we're not gonna get involved. But all we're doing is saying these things according to the Bible that everybody claims they believe in is gonna happen. So that's really about it. That's just something that I caught. It's outright. Esau is banding together and raised $500,000 and counting. It's only starting. She's about to be a millionaire just off of dropping an N-bomb. And they looked at her back records. She's damn near a prostitute. But just the fact that she showed hatred towards Jacob, they love her. That's crazy. But these are the same people who talk about trad wives and things like that. Excuse me, I don't know if she was an official prostitute, but she has a past that a lot of those same people, if it was another person, would be like, oh, you're not traditional and you're not feminine and things like that. But because she expressed so-called anti-black racism, she's their champion, and they're dropping her $500,000. They were giving her $2,000 donations. $2,000. Do you know? The majority of America don't even make that in a month. The majority of America don't even make that in a month. The majority of America don't make that in a month and some change. But she made that in hours. $500,000, a lifetime's worth of money just for saying the N-word a few times. And she's a hero. So yeah, we're going to see these different developments. But yeah, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. So the Lord is moving and there is things going on. So through the spirit and power, how about Shema Shah, let us continue to be patient and watch these different things that the Lord had set up, which is this is an example. Shalom.